Well, there's just one thing that money can't buy. True love that will never die. All my sorrows soon forgotten. Carefree lovers in country lane don't know my grief, can't feel my pain. Final community and YouTubers, this is Chris. I thought I would do my obligatory end of year wrap up thing. I don't have enough 2020 releases to do a best of, so I'm just going to show things that were released then or archival reissues from 2020. So it'll be a mixture of LPs and CDs. So to start with a CD, this one was put out in 2020. Jeremy Siskind, Perpetual Motion Etudes for Piano. So solo piano works by, works primarily in the jazz idiom, but this crosses over a little bit. So Jeremy Siskind, solo piano. An LP reissue, Rodelius from Cluster. This is a archival reissue, Tape Archive Essence 1973 to 1978 on the Bureau B label. Some photos, more photos, and the label reflects the cover like a reel-to-reel tape. So Rodelius, another solo piano release, well, mostly solo. Walter Braunfels. There's also a piece for four-hand in here, Opus 24, on the Capriccio label. Little booklet, words, one of the pianists, the other pianist, and then the CD reflects the booklet art. Solo piano, mostly. Another LP, Horace Tapscott. I picked up some of his solo piano releases earlier in the year. So I got this one here. This is with the Pan-African People's Orchestra. Produced at Palace in Germany, so which I've heard from Mazzy and his Four Corners group that's a good pressing plant. The insert. And the vinyl. Flip side has a picture of Mr. Tapscott. Two CDs. Guess they're going through a lot of Robbie Bashall music, releasing posthumously. This is Songs of the Great Mystery, put out by Real Gone Music. So this was recorded, Vanguard recordings between 71 and 72. I'm not sure if they know the exact dates. Again, a little booklet explaining some of this. Robbie Bashall, long lost album from the acoustic guitar master, replicating a Vanguard release. So some guitar, you know, I used to think of him as just a guitarist, but with these releases, more and more vocalizations. So this box set just came out, Song of the Avatars, the Lost Master Tapes. So, as I said, I was thinking of him as most of the guitarists, but there's a lot of vocalizations on here. This is a 5 CD set. I didn't realize that he was also part of the Sufi reoriented religion. And it turned out they had, after he had passed away in '86, they got all his possessions, and so there were boxes of master tapes. So 5 CDs that look primarily like that. A booklet with several essays by people. Stefan Bashall Junghans, a German guitarist. I just saw a movie that they put out, Voice of the Eagle, I think. It's on Amazon Prime, available to be streamed. So that also reflects a lot of his singing, his background, his religious involvement. So just got that. Those dates weren't clear on when that was recorded either, but listening to it, a lot of people have tagged some dates onto it. I also picked up several of these espers reissues. This is Espers 1. So, sort of folk music, psychedelic folk music maybe, freak folk. Espers, the Weed Tree. Similar thing on the label there. And another Espers. Espers 3. For some reason, Espers 2 has been difficult to come by. Same type treatment on the labels. Some classic rock reissues. Backstreet Crawler, the Paul Kossoff, guitarist with Free. It was his post-Free band. He had I think one of his first albums was called Backstreet Crawler, and then the band formed. So this is the Atlantic year, 75 to 76. So a 4 CD collection of all the, who knows all, but a lot of the work. 2 albums. The band plays on in 2nd Street, and then a live at Fairfield Hall in Croydon, and then his final performance. And then Spirit in the Randy, California estate seem to have been putting out a bunch of music. So here's a 6-disc set, the Euro-American year, 79 to 83. So Randy California and Spirit releases during that time, and some other stuff thrown in to fill it out. There's this little booklet, and then different pictures on the covers of Randy California. And then I got this final issue. This is Ermin Schmidt from Cannes. This is Klavierstück 2, live at the Huddersfield Contemporary Music Festival. So a 2 LP set in a single sleeve. It says it's a limited edition on white vinyl. And it says something about etched vinyl. That, I don't know if that means the third side. Oh yeah. This side is one of those. Oh, there you can see it. That semicircle there on the side, and it's got his name engraved or etched, but it's similar to that label graphic. So, Ermin Schmidt, solo piano, from one of the founders of Cannes. Semi-classic rock again. Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. So this is a 2 CD set put out by the Owsley Stanley Foundation. Norman Masloff alerted me to this indirectly by showing it, I think, in one of his videos. But, so these are Family Dog, Great Highway, San Francisco, California recordings, 1970. Commander Cody, so sort of country-ish music in the early country rock vein, and then went off more towards swing. Another one is New Riders of the Purple Sage. This is a 4-disc set. Again, recordings that were done in the San Francisco area. They come in these little, most of them are in these little gatefold things. That's a single CD, and then there's a 2 double CDs, I think. Booklet showing some of the other releases in this series. And then back to vinyl, I got this Brian Eno, Roger Eno EP. Has 7 songs, so I don't know. Luminous is the title. But I haven't noticed that it glows in the dark. But again, everybody's going for these simple geometric artwork on their labels. Larger version. So some quiet ambient type stuff. And then the last CDs, two from Corsuru, Sapergi Sorabji, Toccata, second Toccata, 2 LP or 2 CD version, played by Abel Sanchez Aguilera on the Piano Classics label. And then this one, Sequentia Cyclica. This is a 7 CD composition. Put out in this little box. A booklet with some explanation, and then all the CDs look pretty much like that. So, Jonathan Powell's the pianist for this monumental release. Seven CDs of this work, Sequentia Cyclica. And then the last 3 pieces of vinyl. So I got this Rory Gallagher set, 3 LP set, Check Shirt Wizard, live in '77. Some of this I had in MP3s, but now I've got the vinyl version. Try 3 panels, some pictures of Rory in there in the inside. This booklet. There's the label. This one's title, it says The Dome in Brighton, January 21st, 1977. A lot of bluesy rockin' guitar. And this one, Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder. I had ordered the Jimi Hendrix Live in Maui set, like everyone else has been showing, from Target, because they had their buy 2 get the 3rd one free. But this is what Target sent me, this Pink Floyd set, which isn't too bad. It includes 9 songs not included in the 2 LP set. I was sort of reluctant or trying to decide what to do, because I do have the 2 LP version, but this is also, you know, a little bit more expensive, so if I get the Jimi Hendrix, it won't be too bad. And I get that Pink Floyd in its place. And then the final one I got was this Charles Lloyd box set, Charles Lloyd 8. On Blue Note. So it's 3 LPs, 2 CDs, which look like they're just the same thing as the LPs. Subtitled Kindred Spirits, live from the Lobero. Insert. In fact, I don't know how loud it is, but this Charles Lloyd is playing in the background. So, saxophonist, these 2 prints came in it. I was familiar with Charles Lloyd through his earlier albums in the 60s and 70s, where he had Keith Jarrett on piano for him. But he's saxophone and flute on this set. So there's what the one of the LPs looks like on this orange reddish type label. Booker T plays supporting keyboards on here from Booker T and the MGs, Booker T Jones. So that was that. Just some ephemera collected during the year from recent Jeff Beck album, Loud Hailer. Got this sticker. Fractal Brewery in Huntsville, Alabama. Firehouse Records, one of the places I shopped during the year. Within Things Curiosity Shop. A coaster from New World Records. They have a standing deal where if you buy like 8 or 10 records, you know, they knock the price down several dollars per album, mostly modern classical or avant-garde type stuff. And then Red Scroll Records. Spay and neuter your pets. And then the last little bit was related to yesterday I heard or saw that Rob at Sounds Strange had shut down his channel. I had a couple of things that I'd pulled out earlier when he had his contest, and I was going to show those at some point. So now I'll show him that he can't see them, but this was Stravinsky was one of his 3 or 2 favorite artists, both of them starting with the same letter, S. And he said he'd been collecting, I don't know if he'd collect this, maybe it was Rite of Spring, but this was a 2 piano version, so I didn't know if he had that already. Most likely he did, since this was a more common release on Naxos. But Stravinsky, unrelated to any of this, I found in as I was cataloging albums for Discogs, I found this inside of one of the albums that I didn't realize I had. The Axberg Brothers Band. Why Does It Seem? And How Longer? Or How Long? So, don't know anything about them. There's not too much. They don't have many releases. On the custom label, there's a long note there to somebody, from somebody. And then I was going to show a book related to his contest. This is one that I'd read a while back. Godel, Escher, and Bach talks about how connections between everything. By Douglas Hofstadter. And then Bert Yance was an inspirational guitarist to him. So I was going to show this box set. I didn't run into many early Bert Yance albums. I think the only one I had on here already was Bert and John. But I was going to show that. I think that was one that Mazzy had shown, Norman Masloff, at some point. And so to close it out with a Christmas album, in the most recent Four Corners, where they were doing Christmas stuff, several people had selected Snoopys Christmas with Vince Guaraldi. So this is a Royal Guardsman album, Snoopy and His Friends, which includes the story of Snoopy's Christmas and Snoopy's Christmas on the Lorry label. So close out with a little Christmas. So happy holidays to everyone, and thanks for watching. I'll see you later.